Hi people, today we're going to be talking about Aurora's End, the last book of the Aurora trilogy. I don't know if it was called Aurora Cycle trilogy, sorry. And I have to say, I did love this one. I mean, the first one was like mind-blowing, the second one was even more mind-blowing, and the cliffhanger at the ending was like, what? And the third one was even more like mind-blowing. And I have to say that I love Kristoff books and the way that he writes and the characters he creates, but for me, when he pairs himself with Amie Kaufman, there is something else in the way they write that really reaches me and speaks to me. I did love the Illuminati trilogy, and this one has been very unique to me, and for me the best of this trilogy are the characters. I love how we have very different, very unique characters and how well they complement each other. The trilogy, it's you have different points of view. There is every chapter, so it's narrated by a different character, and I love, as I say, how different they are. I love that they portray different females, because usually in books, you know, we have the regular ones, the copycat ones, the ones that are very powerful, or they know everything, or they are not like the rest of the girls. And I love that here we have some characters who are very sexy, who are very smart, who's very sassy, who's very, you know, I love that we have like these different takes of what it means to be a woman, and that not everyone has to be the same. We have, as I say, a very beautiful, gorgeous, sassy character. She's amazing and I love her to bits. And then we have this brainiac woman who has kind of trouble, you know, speaking, because her brain is always working, and at the end you understand her and feel for her, and she's amazing too. And we have Aurora, who's full of feelings and love, and all of them are so different, and I love that we have, you know, these different takes of what it means to be a woman. It's not just one thing you can be, you know. I love that. I mean, maybe it's something that you say, but obviously, but I love that more and more we have different types of women and men in books, that we don't have the brooding type or the silent type or the hero type or the perfect one, or the one that is not like the rest of them, or the one that's holding a bread that she didn't know she was holding, you know what I mean? And as I was saying, the same thing happens with the guys. All of them are different and all of them are unique. We have some sort of brooding type, maybe Cal, but she's a warrior and he's very, you know, he has a very unique past. He was tormented by his father, and that some sort of, you know, the upbringing he had this defines the person he's now and what he doesn't want to be, and that's an amazing character. Tyler is also very unique, very sassy like his sister, and I love that they are twins and they comprehend each other at that level that they do. And obviously I love Finn, and I have to say that the first time that I saw the cover I thought, does he look like that? I mean, obviously he does, he has been described in the book, but I don't know, I didn't exactly imagine him like that, and I thought, okay, this is creepy. But I have to say that I love how he looks now, and I love this cover now. Finn is a very special character for me because he's disabled, and so am I. So seeing these kind of characters in books, for me it's amazing, and probably for all the disabled people, it is amazing to have some characters that you can relate to. And I love how, despite all the things that go against him, like gravity in his case, that he has to wear this exo over his own body just to help him move and everything. I love how smart he is, and how ironic he is, and how amazing he is overall. I mean, I love him, and in this book you're going to love him even more. So I'm not going to explain much about this book, only that it's about time, it's quite a pun, because we are going to have our characters after what happened in the second book. If you haven't read the first two books, don't keep watching this video because it's going to be full of spoilers of the previous books, okay? After what happened in the last book, we are going to find our characters dispersed through time. We are going to have characters in the future, we are going to see the result of what happened with Abraham, and we are going to have characters who are going to travel to the past, and we are going to have characters that stay in the present. And I love, and I'm going to say much more because I don't want to spoil anything about this book, because I think it closes very well and it solves all the questions that we might have about how everything came to be, about how the characters receive those gifts that keep saving them. And yeah, I mean, it's amazing what they have created in this trilogy and how well it all works together and it all closes up the trilogy. And yeah, we're going to have the characters stranded in different timelines, and they're going to be fighting the same enemy, the Raham, that wants to conquer the galaxy and create this unity where everyone is absorbed into this unity. And I think it makes you think about lots of things, about what it means to be an individual and have our own feelings and our decisions, and to be our unique version of ourselves versus being absorbed into something else, you know. I think it's amazing to see. Also, we are going to see what bad upbringings bring to you, what being in an abusive relationship, in this case with a father, can bring to you, and how different people react. We are going to have Cal, who's going to be, you know, wanting to be as far as possible as his father figure as he can, and his sister is going to be, you know, she's a Templar and she is very close to her father. And you know, I love how we have these differences and how the characters end up or not seeing more or less the same things, that, you know, or being on the same side, or maybe not. And I love how, despite being different, even different species, because some of them are Terran, some of them are Silurian, and some of them are Trask, and some of them are probably, I'm butchering or mispronouncing or creating new names for what they the different creatures. But I love that they can unite and they can love each other as friends, and in some cases as something else. And because one of the things that surprises me more is that nowadays we have this globalization, and it's very easy to learn about other cultures, about other identities, about, you know, other whatever, and we should use it as a bridge. And sometimes we use it, you know, to grow apart from, you know, the other people. And I think that this book, it's very encouraging to read, like, even as humanity goes outside the herd, and there is other form of lives, you know, that we can bridge the gaps, and that we can grow to love each other and respect each other, accept each other, which is amazing. And yeah, I mean, I wanted to say lots of things about this book, and I wanted to make a very interesting review, and I feel like I'm falling short because I don't know, but I have to be honest here, and this book made me cry like in two places. One of them probably because of the things that I have lived through, and it was very close to home. And I love this idea of I see you in the stars, or how they never say goodbye, you know, it's amazing. And there's another part which I'm not going to talk about because it's going to be very spoilery if I do, but for me, I think that the books that are able to move you, like reach inside of you and make you laugh or make you cry or make you feel something, are the most powerful books, because they make you react, and in a very unique way. It's like they are speaking to you, and those are the books that we are going to be carrying forever inside of us. And I think that this one does that. And yeah, as I say, the trilogy ends with a bang. It's amazing, and the writing is superb. I love the way in which they play sometimes different ways of writing. I'm not going to say much more because I don't want to, you know, but I love how they will reflect when they are talking mind to mind, or they're looking at something in particular. Yeah, you're going to have to read it. And I love, as I say, the writing style. I love how different all the viewpoints of the characters are. We have, you know, at the beginning of every chapter we have the name of the character who's going to be narrating, but I think that all of them are so unique that you are able to know who is who and who is talking in that chapter without even without having that hidden at the beginning of the chapter. And I think that's amazing, because for me, I'm very character driven, and I have to say that I love all the characters. As I was saying, there was not any character that I say I didn't like you. I love all of them, because all of them are very unique, as I was saying, and all of them have so much to say. And I love this concept of the family you find, and the family you love, and the family you hold on to. You know, there's characters in this book that their family didn't make it, or they want to use them, or whatever, and they create this, they began the trilogy not liking each other and maybe hating each other, but I love how they began to see beyond the liars and everything, and the liars that, you know, that they hiding behind. And I love how they end up being brothers and sisters, and how they all love each other. And yeah, as I say, there's lots of things that you can love about this trilogy. The adventure, the non-stop action, the way in which everything firmly closes up. I mean, it was, you know, they created something so vast, and they make it work so well. And the characters are amazing, and the way in which it's writing is amazing, and the different plots and twists and everything, it's completely amazing, and I love everything about this trilogy. So yeah, I'm going to shut up and recommend that you read it. If you like sci-fi, you are going to love it. If you like books about friendship, about being different, about being unique, about being enough as you are, about finding your own tribe, finding your own family, and holding on to the people that you love, but at the same time letting them make their own decisions and being there, like saying, okay, maybe I don't like where this is going, but if it's your choice, I'm going to respect it, and I'm in your corner, and I'm going to be here for you. And yeah, just pick this one because it's amazing. Thank you for watching.